Hey everyone, before we get started, Basketball Past, Present, and Future is proudly presented by SeatGeek.
If you're heading to an NBA game, concert, or any live event,
use promo code BPPF and save $20 on your first SeatGeek purchase.
Now back to whatever basketball we were talking about. It's time for our finals preview presented by SeatGeek. Use our promo code BPPF for $20 off your first purchase on SeatGeek. Guys, the finals are set. And what's fascinating is these teams took completely different roads to get here. The Knicks built their roster through free agency and aggressive trades, adding players like Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart from other organizations. Meanwhile, the Spurs built primarily through the draft, developing Victor Wembanyama, Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, and Dylan Harper before adding veteran pieces. So for our final segment, we're playing a game called Build a Champion. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to present a category, and you guys are going to have to choose Knicks or Spurs. No ties allowed, and I want you to explain why. So, CJ, I just mentioned the blueprint, but which one is more sustainable for the next decade, especially now with the new draft lottery odds? The Knicks' aggressive trade and free agency model or the Spurs draft and develop approach?
I'll take the Spurs draft and develop. I don't think. I mean, free agency is hit or miss. Sometimes your teams, the players work out. They don't mesh well. Sometimes they do work well. So I'm going to go with the building to the draft.
I'm a lead towards building to the draft for one other thing, salary. So if you sign the right players and draft the right players, they're on their rookie salary for 3 years, maybe 4, so you can pay other players more, and the salary cap works best for you. And I agree with CJ. You could, getting a free agent, an all-star free agent is kind of hit or miss. I mean, look what the Brooklyn Nets did when they got, Harden and KD and all those guys, and it didn't work. And the Clippers did the same thing. So, but I think with the new draft lottery system, the draft way, the way the Spurs and OKC has done it, is kind of a little stretch now.
CJ, which front office deserves more credit for reaching the finals this season? Leon Rose and the Knicks or Brian Wright and the Spurs?
Oh, man, that's tough. No ties, huh?
No ties. Sorry. I got to ask you the hard questions.
I would just go with the Knicks because they haven't been here in so long. Like you said, they built through free agency, and New York has been begging to get back to this stage in so long, and the Spurs have done it before, obviously won several championships, so their pedigree that's what they kind of preach, and it's built into their legacy. So it's not a shock that they're here, but New York is more of a shock to me.
Yeah, I agree. I go with the Knicks and Leon Rose because we just talked about how hard it is and how hit or miss it is to add free agents that blend in and make a great team for you, and they accomplished that.
Which team has the better supporting cast around its superstar right now? Knicks or Spurs?
I'm gonna go with the Spurs. I definitely trust Castle, Vassell, Harper, Champagny. I trust those guys more than I trust. No offense to Karl Anthony Towns and the Knicks, but I trust him more.
All right, Coach. Knicks or Spurs?
Yeah, I'm with CJ. I trust the Spurs more. I trust those guys, Harper and Castle and Vassell. Bridges has had a tough year, but he's coming through, but I don't trust him that much. Shamet is shot well, but he's not as good as the Spurs backup. So, the Spurs have the more solid and deeper group around Wemby than the Knicks have around Brunson.
Which coaching job was more impressive this season? Mike Brown leading the Knicks to their first NBA Finals appearance in 27 years in his first season as head coach, or Mitch Johnson taking over for Greg Popovich and in his first full season getting the Spurs to the finals? No ties.
I'm going to go with Mike Brown. Like I said, the Knicks haven't been here in a while, and especially doing his first year with this veteran team, it's hard to really come and set a culture and get guys to buy in, especially the first year. And they won the cup this year. So like I said, they have a little momentum going. So I'm going to go with the Knicks.
Yeah, I agree. It's the Knicks. I mean, the Spurs were, a team in growth and making progress. And if they would have got to the semifinals, it would have been success for them. The Knicks, on the other hand, got all the way with Tibbs, and now they need to make the next step. And Mike Brown in New York, the big media capital, with all the pressure on there, has got, like CJ said, got those guys to buy in and make it to the next step. And if they win a championship, by far it's Mike Brown.
CJ, which finals run was more impressive, the Knicks coming out of the Eastern Conference or the Spurs knocking off the defending champion Thunder in a Game 7 on the road?
The Spurs for sure. My motto is always you got to knock off the champs to even try to be the champ. So I think they got the momentum right now.
Yeah, I agree. The Spurs went through gauntlet and beating the champions OKC, the defending champions, and New York kind of got away with not having to face Boston because they were eliminated, and then beating a Phoenix team that was very well injured. So it's San Antonio.
Give me your finals prediction. Who wins the championship and in how many games, CJ?
Spurs in 5.
Knicks in 6.
Well, I'm back to agreeing with CJ again. All is good in the world.
That's why I did that. That's why I did that.
5. Thanks so much for tuning into Basketball Past, Present, and Future. We'll see you next week, presented by SeatGeek.
Big ideas need the right people and the right tools. That's where InvestLink Social comes in. We connect founders with the funding they need and investors with the opportunities they've been looking for. From seasoned entrepreneurs to curious students, everyone has a place here. Learn from experts, grow your network, and take the next step in your journey. Because success doesn't happen in a vacuum. It happens in a community. Welcome to InvestLink Social.